President Donald Trump is threatening to take control of the nation's capital, and the reason why couldn't be more heartbreaking. But before we get into this, please like, share, and comment Explain America. We really appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, President Donald Trump spoke out about a heartbreaking incident at the nation's capital. One of the former staffers that worked at the Department of Government Efficiency, Edward Korestein, who is a security worker, stood up to violent teens and really got beaten to a bloody pulp. He was defending a woman who was being attacked by a group of so-called youths in the city. Donald Trump spoke out about this incident and really sent a warning signal to the nation's capital. Watch.
By the way, I have to say that somebody from Doge was very badly hurt last night. You saw that. A young man who was beat up by a bunch of thugs in D.C. And either they're going to straighten their act out in the terms of government and in terms of protection, or we're going to have to federalize and run it the way it's supposed to be run.
So Donald Trump demanded that the city began prosecuting minors as adults, starting at age 14 for violent offenses. He warned, as we said, if DC doesn't get his act together, he'll federalize the city, and he'll put criminals on notice that they're not going to get away with it. So Trump's threat follows remarks by former Doge security head Elon Musk, who spoke out about the same case. He said, quote, "A few days ago, a gang of about a dozen young men tried to assault a woman in her car at night in D.C. A Doge member ran to defend her, was severely beaten, but he saved her. It is time to federalize D.C., unquote. Korestein suffered a concussion and facial injuries during the assault, and his story has become the symbol of D.C.'s unchecked juvenile violence. D.C. law enforcement has faced ongoing criticism for being too lenient on repeat offenders, especially minors committing violent crimes. Local courts often release young suspects quickly, a policy Trump lambasted as enabling future violence. The city now faces an ultimatum: reform or face federal intervention. Trump hinted he may use executive powers or leverage federal oversight to restore order. So Washington's leadership is now in a tight spot. With federal agents and prosecutors poised to step in, the political backlash could be seismic, especially if DC refuses to change its laws. Bottom line, a good citizen was left beaten in the streets after trying to protect someone, and now his bravery may force the federal government to take over where local authorities won't. This Explain America will keep tracking this story because justice for big balls might mean justice for all.